Hello and welcome to Comedy Sports. Sorry, there's a little bit of my couch trying to get in the shot back there. Welcome, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us on Saturday evening for our first of two shows tonight. Our first show is now at 7 o'clock, and then we will have another show later at 10 o'clock, which is actually hosted by ComedySportz Portland. So if you want to watch that, you need to head over to Portland's Facebook page, I think, where the information is, and enjoy us later as well. But this is our 7 o'clock show, and if you've not seen ComedySportz before, really quickly, it's two teams, red team and a blue team, competing for your laughs, and your laughs will make points, and then one team wins and one team loses. It's a family-friendly show, so remember that when you're giving your suggestions. Your suggestions we'll find in the chat. So, hi, Kat. Say hello to some people. We've got Janet, we've got Felix, we got Grant, we've got Kat in the chat there. Hi, everyone. We're going to need your suggestions for tonight's show. So, let's warm you up a little bit. Let's have some suggestions to warm up with of things that are green. So, I just want you to put a load of things in the chat there that are green in color. You know, like that Facebook meme that's going around at the moment where everyone wants to see all your colorful pictures. Well, I just want to see your colorful suggestions. So something that's green, and let's just warm everyone up with that. So the reason I think I've said that is because the bit of my couch that's nearly being seen is green, so I'm gonna get rid of that. So let's see. Nothing currently is green, I guess, which is slightly concerning. I mean, some things are green. Cucumber grass, sprouts. Thank you, Thin White Tune. Sprouts, dinosaurs. Not all of them. But Felix also said dinosaur. That's kind of creepy. My hair, some of my hair is green, definitely. Cool. Sprouts. I always thought I'd like sprouts. And then when I tried them for the first time, I hated them. I was very disappointed because I'm a big cabbage fan. Good. Thank you. That's how the chat works then. So if you want to make some suggestions, then stick them in the chat and we'll use those. We need them because everything we're going to do is made up in front of your very eyes. So let's get our lovely teams. Let's welcome our blue team. And we've got Vicky Mitchum. Let's get Vicky Mitchum in here. Give us a wave, Vicky. There we go. Thanks, Vicky. And your team captain today is Daryl Fishwick.
Hello.
There he is. Fantastic stuff. That's your blue team. Your red team, we have Stephen Armstrong.
Hello.
Hello, Stephen. Your background
is shady as usual. There you go.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
There you go.
Lucas, and if you've been watching over time, you'll notice that Lucas has also had difficulty with his background. So I'm excited to see what this looks like. So welcome, red team captain Lucas Kirkby. That's not too bad.
Hello.
Your hair's disappearing a little bit, but apart from that, that's pretty good.
Got a yellow towel.
So we've got our teams. Welcome. So first thing we need to do is find out which team captain is going to pick the first game. So we're going to do a coin toss. Obviously, I'm not going to literally use a coin right now because who has money? So team captains, after 3, I want you to pull the face that you're going to make when we're all allowed to go outside again. Okay, and then people in the chat, watch, and you get to choose who you think did a better job. Was it red or blue? So after 3, both captains, let's see those faces. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's very similar. It's very weirdly similar. I mean, Lucas has removed his glasses though. So hold those faces while I check the chat. So keep holding those faces. So red or blue, which face do you think depicts more how we're all going to feel when we're all allowed back out again? Keep holding those faces. No. Let's see. That's all right, Siobhan. Thank you for joining us. Red so far has got a vote. Got a vote for red. Another red. I feel like the glasses removal might have just won this for red. Let's see if we've got any more votes though. I think I'm gonna have to call it for red. Oh yeah, another red. So I'm gonna call it for red. Red team, well done. And everyone's just saying Lucas now as well. So Lucas, you won that hands down.
Well, it hands up.
Hey, so you get to choose the first head-to-head game. What would you like to play?
Oh, we'd love to combat negativity with positivity. So we would like to play Yay Boo.
Yay Boo. Okay, who's gonna start?
I'm going to put my lovely companion Stephen into bat first.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'll also put Vicky into bat first as well.
All right, well, let's lose the captains for now, and I'm going to go to the chat because I need more suggestions from you. Oh, Blue Team did get one vote by the end. I need a topic that they can discuss. So, for example, like one of them is going to be pro this thing, and one of them is going to be con this thing. So, things we've had recently when we played this, we had toilet roll, the pros and cons. I mean, I'd like to assume we all know both of those. Anything really. What's the pro and the con of anything? So if you want to start putting those in the chat, they're going to yay boo that. So we'll start when we get something. We'll start with the blue team. I think Vicky can start with a yay. Stephen's going to do a boo, and it's going to go yay boo until they've got nothing left, or I deem it inappropriate or not really following the yay or the boo-ness of their suggestion at that point. So we'll get some suggestions in now. These are all great. I'm gonna come back for more. So I'm gonna start straight away with wallpaper stripping. So Vicky, you're gonna start with wallpaper stripping with yay, and off you go.
You get rid of your horrible wallpaper. Yay!
You find out the horrible colour you painted the walls originally. Boo!
It's something to do while you're stuck inside the house. Yay!
It creates more mess. Boo!
You get to find out how much you like the person that's stripping wallpaper with you. Yay!
You get to find out how bad they are at matching a pattern between the rolls. Boo!
I'm gonna call you out, Stretch, purely because that sounds like something you just needed to get off your chest. So let's get rid of Stretch. Let's bring in Lucas. That's a point to the blue team there. Lucas, then you're going to start with yay, and we're going to use Disney films. So yays for Disney films. Vicky, you're going to be boos for Disney films. All right, and off you go.
In Disney films, you start whistling a tune and animals turn up. Yay!
In Disney films, there's always a scary baddie. Boo!
In Disney films, they have songs about literally anything. Yay!
In Disney films, they have songs about literally anything. Boo!
At the beginning of every Disney film, there's a thing of stars going over a castle. Yay!
At the beginning of every Disney film, something morbid and terrible has happened to the main character. Boo!
By the end of a Disney film, we'll all have learnt something morally. Yay!
Wait, I want you to give us at least 2 examples.
For instance, Cinderella, True Love Beats, Horrible Sisters, and Aladdin, if you steal bread, you'll end up marrying a princess.
No, I don't like that. Sorry, Lucas. That's another point to the blue team. Let's swap both teams round, though. Let's get Daryl in because we've not seen him for a little while. I still got some more suggestions for you, but feel free to throw some more in there if you want. Let's have pros and cons, so yays and boos for let's go chocolate. So let's start. Daryl, yays, chocolate. Off you go.
Chocolate tastes really good. Yay!
Chocolate is actually a poison. Boo!
You can use chocolate to make a pun when you're late somewhere by saying, sorry, I'm choco late. Yay!
You have to listen to people make puns based on chocolate, like I am choco late. Boo!
Technically, you don't need to listen to that, so I'm going to call you out there. So another point to the blue team.
Yeah, I had another chocolate pun as well.
Was it good?
No.
All right. I've got gardening in the rain, specifically in the rain. And let's have Lucas, yay. This will be our last round. Lucas, yay. And Daryl, boo. So off we go.
If you're gardening in the rain, you know that your flowers and plants are going to be fed with water. Yay!
But you'll be wet. Boo.
If you're gardening in the rain, you might get electrocuted by a lawnmower. Why is that good?
It is not good. So that's another point to the blue team.
Yay.
And we'll go to our score master to show us our scores at this point then.
I forgot to add the context that I was a murderer.
You murdered yourself.
I don't feel like that helps. All right, so let's see what our scores are at this point. Oh,
Come on, Reds, come on.
I think I know, to be honest. The Reds have nothing.
Oh, no.
Oh, well. Let's, blue team captain, while you're there, do you want to
Yo.
play or pass?
We'll play.
All right, Lucas, you can go then. Let's
All
bring
right.
Vicky back. And bye, Lucas. So, what would you like to play?
Forward reverse, please.
Forward reverse, fantastic. So this is a pretty simple game. I need to go to our chat to get some more suggestions. I agree, Kat. I feel like there's no argument for red team. There's nothing bad about chocolate. I agree. I felt bad, but now I'm over it. They just did a really poor job in that last game. So what I'd like you to do in the chat, I want you to give us something beginning with the letter L. Put that in the chat, and then they're going to use that as a suggestion for this scene. They're going to start a scene going forwards, any point and blow whistle, and send it going backwards and forwards. And then that's the whole game. And you get to decide at the end of this round, after the red team have done a game, which team you think did a better job. So do remember this game. We may never be able to forget it. Who knows? So something beginning with the letter L would be good. I mean, garden in the rain feels like a good suggestion would have been actually. Here we go. Llama, linguine, lino, lobster. Oh, linguine's quite good. Loafers, thank you, Linsby. Loafers. Oh, I like loafers. And loafer and loafer. Limbo, Lenny the lion, Lilliputian. These are getting really complicated now. Oh my goodness. Locucious lemurs. Lucious lemurs. Sorry, I went a bit Picard there for a second. And laxative. Oh, great. Let's go with these are all fantastic. I'm going to go with loafers because I'm intrigued as to what you do with that. So loafers, blue team, is your suggestion for forward reverse. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Off you go.
I'd like to return these loafers. They have no shoelaces.
Sir, I think you'll find that's the whole point of loafers.
I know you called me. I just came back to see you again.
Reverse.
I know you called me. I just came back to see you again.
Sir, that's the whole point of loafers.
Forwards.
Sir, I think that's the whole point of loafers.
Reverse.
The whole point of loafers, sir.
Yes, I'd like to return these loafers. They have no shoelaces.
Forwards.
Yes, I'd like to return these loafers. They have no shoelaces.
That's the whole point of loafers, sir.
Well, you've caught me. I just came to see you again.
Reverse.
Oh, you've caught me. I just came to see you again.
Well, that's the whole point of loafers, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to return these loafers. They don't have any shoelaces.
Oh, welcome back, sir. Quiet down the
Hey.
Reverse. Forwards.
Oh, welcome back, sir.
Yes, I'd like to return these loafers. They don't have any shoelaces.
Oh, that's the whole point of life, sir.
Oh, you got me. I just came back to see you again.
Reverse. Forwards.
Well,
Reverse.
well. Oh, you've got me. I just came to see you again.
That's the whole point of loafers, sir.
I'd like to return these loafers. They have no shoelaces.
Oh, nice to see you again, sir. Quiet day in the shoe shop since that guy came in. Can't believe I sold him those shoes with no laces in. What an idiot. Quiet day in the shoe shop since I sold those shoes with no laces to that guy. What an idiot.
All right, let's leave it there.
Do you know how hard it is to pretend to walk on an office chair when you're actually wearing slippers yourself, and then the wheels of the office chair keep getting on the slippers, and oh, it's a nightmare.
Can I
Don't
just
say we don't suffer for our art.
I was laughing so hard at that. It kept reminding me to turn my microphone on.
Dear me. Right. Great stuff. Sorry, I'm distracted. So, Lucas, you have to play something now to beat that. What you going
What's
to
the
play?
point?
I know, right?
It was so good. We're going to help people out. People don't know what to do at the moment. So we're going to give them a public service announcement. Is
Public service announcement.
that what it's called?
Yeah, it's just you cut off and it sounded like you went puddle.
Sorry.
Gonna give them a pop.
Oh, dear me. All right, Blue Team, we'll see you in a minute.
See you
Chat
later.
then. What we need from you is something that they would make a public service announcement about. So, for example, obviously there's a lot of quite sad and horrible things going on right now, and we've seen some on TV recently about that. But let's have something else that maybe won't make us cry. But yeah, some suggestions of things that they could do a public service announcement about. We'll get those up in the chat. Stretch, your eyes look creepy. You're doing what Lucas was doing all last week.
He's the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, he is.
Not a very good disguise if everybody knows it, though.
That's true.
I keep phasing in and out.
It's melding into your
You
background.
do.
Yeah.
Like you've become someone's ghost. Okay,
know.
loads of stuff that are coming in here now. How cool trains are. I like that, Matty. People wearing tight shorts on the sidewalk. Onions that don't make you cry.
Is that a pavement?
Yes. I'm assuming Thin White Tune. I'm assuming you're based in America. I've assumed. Or you're just one of the cool kids. I'm gonna excuse me. Oh, there's kitten cuddling as well. Kitten maintenance specifically. Yeah, let's go with kitten maintenance. All right. So the way this game's gonna work is weird. So be ready. I'm gonna disappear. You don't need to see me for this. I'm gonna bring up my screen. We're gonna watch a video. Now, this video has been carefully chosen by me. No one else in the group has seen it. And I'm gonna press play. When I press play, this is going to be the video for the public service announcement that is about kitten maintenance. So, Red Team, are you ready to give this public service announcement?
Yes.
Okay, then off we go.
Hello, and welcome to America, where the maintenance of kittens was first given to the army to do.
Yes, that's right. Every soldier, man and boy, was taught by the pilots first of how to deal with a kitten on a train.
Yes, the kitten train maintenance is the most particularly difficult one. Also, similar to horses, kittens need to be ridden to keep them under control.
Of course, the first thing you learn at kitten school is how to break the ground, play football, and then afterwards come home and cuddle up next to your lovely furry kitten.
Yes, and there's lots of people cheering, saying, "Hooray for kitten maintenance! We believe that maintaining kittens is great." In 1939 Germany.
Yes, now people who didn't like kittens were, of course, the Nazis. That's right. Hitler much preferred things like snakes.
Yes, he was not a fan of kittens or any legged beast. He once said that the renegade violence in Germany was mainly aimed at kitten maintainers.
That's right, and the man you're seeing in the minute was a famous kitten newspaper headline writer. Now, a Czech border is a very specific breed of kitten.
Yes, and the Czech borders defied the Nazis and kept maintaining their kittens. Good old Czech borders.
Yes, that's right, and if you have a Czech border at home, make sure to give them a good old ballyhellydoodle when you see them next.
Yes, and remember them on Remembrance Sunday, because that is what we remember, maintaining kittens. Thousands of kittens.
Now, that is the result. If you do not maintain your kittens, they will end up in the kitten cemetery.
Yes, and here they are devising, there's a kitten writing down 101 kitten maintenance. You should write here.
Yes, that's right. It's important to get a strategy together whenever you're about to maintain a kitten.
That'll do. you know,
This video was chosen specifically for this game.
I only watched the first bit. I didn't know where it was gonna go. I'm so sorry. Oh no.
How do you contract, Daryl? Nazis!
Right, okay. Sorry. Oh no. Oh dear. I feel like some of the other suggestions would have worked better now. Right, so you get to vote which team.
I feel like that was the only way we were ever going to have a chance in this round.
You get to vote which team did a better job. Was it the red team or the blue team? Yes, come back, blue team. Just in the chat, I'm so sorry. Oh well, Gringy, you missed a treat. Oh right, sorry. I might have to Sean's here doing tech. I might have to tag him in. I don't think I can actually speak. So right, we've got red so far and red again. I mean, blue team did a great forward reverse, so let's not forget Daryl on his chair. There's another red. Yeah, I've got a vote as well now. Matty's given me a vote for not being able to cope. Red again. I feel awful. I don't like to. Obviously, it's improv. I don't want to plan anything. So I didn't want to be looking at the whole video. Anyway, I mean, I've got red. I'm guessing it's just gonna be red. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess that's 5 points to the red team.
Hey!
No, it is not.
I don't think there's any yay in any of that.
5 points to the Allies.
Right. Yes, Siobhan just said the importance of research. I mean, improv's about being in the moment. I just didn't want to be in that moment. And who did, really? Okay, so the scores, our scoreboard's gone. It's all gone. I've got 2 points, so that's already leading the blue team who've only got none. Red team, though, you got another 5 points. So you're on,
We're on 4 points. What are you on about?
sorry.
It's 4 to the blue and 5 to the red.
Thank you. I wasn't even going to be in charge of scores, which is why I'm trying to wing this now. So, red team are on 5. And the blue team are on 4, and I'm on 2. Yay. So, red team captain, what would you like to do in your next head-to-head?
We would like to play the game of questions, please.
Okay, I dread to think what the questions are going to be. Chat, people, I would like you to put some questions in the chat there. Now, just things that you might say day-to-day questions, etc. Excuse me. And then we're going to use them in this. I'm going to pick one of them. We're going to use it in this game. They're going to have to continue to say questions. If they stop saying questions, then they will have to rotate. Our tech team is going to keep track of the scores. I hope. Maybe we'll get our scoreboard back in a minute. And we point for point each round you win. So red team, blue team, which person are you going to start with?
Stephen started last time, so I'll start this time.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
I'll copy Lucas and start this time as well.
Doke. So if we say goodbye to Stretch and Vicky, get some good questions coming in now. Okie dokie. That Thin White Tune, that's a very complicated question. Oh, that was weird. It's a question at the same time. Is research important? We've discovered it is.
Great question.
What did you do with the 2 minutes you saved? That's very deep, isn't it? Was you born in a barn? Was you? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. I've got a feeling Sean's going to pop up. Okay, good. Who's your hairdresser? If you...
I'm not offensive.
Sorry. All right, we'll go with that. We'll go with who's your hairdresser. Sorry, I'm just totally thrown by that last game. Who's your hairdresser? That's your starting line. And Lucas, you can start off. Off you go.
Who's your hairdresser?
Are you taking the mic?
No, they've done a really lovely job. Oh, sorry. I just thought you were doing a scene.
No, that's a point to the blue team. This has just gone, hasn't it? Why? How is this gonna? We're half an hour in. We've had so much happen so far. That's a point to the blue team then. So we'll just start again with a different question, I think. Would you rather have a would you rather have a foot for a hand or a hand for a foot? And Stretch, you can start us off.
Would you rather have a hand for a foot or a foot for a hand?
Would that be instead of the original appendage?
Are you not going to answer my original question?
Are you swapping them round?
Did I not make that clear in my first question?
Would I be asking these follow-up questions if it was clear?
Is it not about time you answered my question?
How would you like me to answer it?
Did I not ask you in English?
What do you think?
Could you answer in French?
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
What did you just say?
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Don't you talk to me like that.
That's not a question. Another point to the blue team. Let's swap Vicky in just for the sake of it. Let's swap Lucas back in. I'll give you another question. What's that on your face? And Vicky, you can start.
What's that on your face?
Haven't you ever seen a beauty spot?
What's that?
Have you never heard of the wonderful little moles that beautiful people get?
Who are they?
Are you really that sheltered?
Why would you be so mean?
When was the last time you left the house?
Are we allowed to leave the house anymore?
Why wouldn't we?
Well, who knows what's lurking out there?
What do you think is going to be out there?
Too long. All right. Let's get Vicky out. That's a point to the red team. Let's get Lucas back in. And Daryl. Okay, so let's get one more question from the chat. What length should the grass be? And Daryl.
What length should the grass be?
Do you think 2 centimetres is too short?
How long's 2 centimetres?
Well, how long's 4 inches?
What's that got to do with the price of bread?
What's that got to do with cutting grass?
What do you mean?
Haven't you been listening to the conversation we've been having about how short to cut the grass?
Had we actually started cutting the grass, though?
Why do you think we're out here with a lawnmower and grass on the floor?
Are we not just discussing how we're going to start it?
Why do I put up with you every day?
Is it because we're best friends?
Why didn't I go with George?
Do you wish you'd gone with George?
Will you marry me?
Don't you think that's a bit...
I'm going to cut out just for the random leap. And also, I didn't want you to get upset about lawnmowers again, because obviously you had that issue earlier. Okay, so that's the end of that round. Let's get everyone back. And we're going to find out our scores, I think. That was a point to the blue team, that last one. So let's get our scores.
It's magic.
You're right there, Stretch. Have you just abandoned the background?
The background's just got... Everybody can see my big mirror.
All right, well, while we're waiting for the scores, do you think Bron is best? Was asked in the chat. I'll just ask all the people in here right now. Do you think Bron is the best? Blue team.
Yes.
Are we answering the question?
Well, I was hoping you would. Right, we're in PowerPoint now.
Yes.
It is where the scores are at currently.
The blue team have 7 and the reds have 6.
Great. So then Daryl, as blue team captain,
Yes.
you're currently winning by 1 point. Would you
Yeah.
now like to play or pass?
We'll pass this time.
Okay, so red team, you now have to play. What would you like to play?
We would like to play Changing Styles and Emotions, please.
Changing styles and emotions. Okay, back to the chat. What I need in the chat is a list of theatre styles. I'll write it in as well. And film styles and emotions. So if you can just start listing those in the chat there, that would be great. I'm going to interject during their scene at any point and throw one of these in there that they'll have to then incorporate into the scene as we move forward. So are you okay? There was a giggle.
Stretch turned into a background.
Did you Stretch? No. Oh!
That's better.
Yay! We're back. Well done.
Still got red eyes, though.
Well, I mean, it's still better than Creepy Lucas the other day. Oh, good. We're getting some good ones coming in here. Fabulous. I just like the order of vaudeville. Confused. I appreciate it much. Yeah, that's a good one as well. These are all good. Yes. I'm not going to say them out loud because I don't want to spoil it because I'm going to... Ooh, that's very specific, Thin White Tune. Cool. Keep them coming. Yep. These are great. I'm almost definitely going to do that one. Okay, so I'm going to go away. We'll start a scene. I'm going to use something from earlier while people are still throwing those in there. I'm going to use one of the L words, and we're going to use lobster. We're going to use lobster to start this scene. And then at any point, I will tweet in, and I'll give you another thing to add in on top of that scene. So, Red Team, are you ready?
Yes.
Off you go.
You know, Sebastian in Little Mermaid, I'm sure he's a crab.
No, he's quite clearly a lobster.
Oh, how'd you tell the difference, Grandad?
Well, lobsters are long and thin, and crabs walk sideways.
All right.
Angry.
But all this time I've thought of a crab with a lobster. Why didn't you tell me sooner, Grandad?
Because I don't like you. Because you're my least favourite grandson, and I like it when you get things wrong. It makes me happy. So happy.
Is that why you always give me sister £10 and I just get a curly whirly that's got carpet fluff on it?
Western.
Well, I ought to tell you. You ride in here in your one-horse town, you little grandson of mine. I'll tell you.
Well, listen to this, Grandpappy. I'm going to get a lobster. I'm going to dang dig it over your head, and then you're going to fall down.
Well, I'm going to root and toot and teach you a lesson that your grandpappy's grandpappy should know.
Starlight Express.
It's terrible being in one of the lesser known Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals. Woo, woo.
Oh, I'm a little boy and I'm dreaming about what you can see on the other screen.
Shivering.
Oh, I wish I was a lobster in a pot right now.
Oh, God. Oh, it wasn't. And back in my day, you didn't get cold. You just expired. Moo.
Mime. Solo slapstick.
I'll just mute myself. Right, let's swap.
Precautious.
Now, grandson of mine.
Yes, Grandad.
I don't want you to get anything wrong, so I think you better ask your grandmother about the origins of Sebastian, because I'm ever so worried that you'll get it wrong, and then you'll face
Opera.
Grandmama, is Sebastian a lobster or a crab?
Well, my grandson of mine, you shall learn from me that he is a lobster.
Hi.
I assume that noise was your couch. Okay.
Yes.
Blue team captain, come on back. Remember that, everyone out there. Red team, you can go and have a little rest and think about what you just did. Yes, so blue team, what would you like to now play?
Well, I'm going to risk letting you grab something again and play a game of Pechacucha. Hopefully, you've done a little bit more research about the images that we're going to see. But I'm going to chance it anyway. We'll see what happens.
Our tech team, Sean's going to do that, actually. So hopefully ready and set up. So what I need from the chat, though, while that's getting
Who knows?
What I need from the chat while that's getting set up is a topic you'd like to see them give a lecture on. So obviously we've talked quite a lot about a lot of things today, but something specific that you'd like to see a lecture on, and they're going to talk to you through this lecture, and they're going to be incorporating any picture that then comes up. And I hope it I'm still so sorry. So if you could start filling the chat with some suggestions of what you'd like people to, I don't know. I'm just intrigued by Gringa's emoticons in there. They're quite impressive.
Emoticons, showing your age there. They're called emojis and have been for some time.
Emoticons and emojis are actually two different things. But you
are they?
Yes, but you are correct. They're emojis, not emoticons. Oh, hello, Tommy Pink. I do like that suggestion. We might use that.
Tommy Pink never tips at restaurants.
Great. So loads of stuff coming in now. And we're not going to do this, but I do like the etiquette of the taking of the last biscuit. We're not going to do the Second World War. We're not going to do that. Oh no, Lucy. That's sad. I hope that's not happening right now. I think I'm going to have to go with the first thing we got there, which is cheese sculpture.
Cheese sculpture.
Yeah, I'd like you to please go through your lecture on cheese sculpture. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us here. And this is possibly the finest cheese sculpture that we saw in all of 2019. It is composed of Edam, Gouda, Swiss, and Emmental. And it quite truly is so lifelike, you wouldn't know that it was 100% cheese, but I can assure you, because I ate most of it.
And this is obviously the place to be if you are looking to buy some cheese. Not many people know that Krispy Kreme doesn't just do donuts, but if you ask nicely, they will fill your coffee cup or indeed your donut with hot cheese.
And yes, this was a moment where we managed to capture two cyclists who, one was on the way to pick up the hot cheese for sculpting, and one was on the way back. You can see the lady has a bag. That bag is filled with molten cheese, and hopefully she doesn't spill any.
Oh, here's another bag. Do be careful when carrying your molten cheese. It does have a tendency to ooze. I would suggest a plastic bag inside of your tote bag. Not very good for the environment, but as you will probably see in this next picture, the effects, here we go.
The effects of cheese spilling into that river. That river used to be clear water. You could see the ground under the river used to be ceramic tiles, but we didn't want to make it obvious we were taking a picture of the contamination of the water, so we got this model to pose in front of the river, so it wasn't obvious.
Here is one of the greatest cheese sculptures, not of course the people or the train, don't be ridiculous, but the tunnel. The tunnel that we see here, this is the New York subway, and a lot of these tunnels were actually made out of cheese. They bored a hole through the middle, much like a holy cheese, and then they just ran those trains straight through it.
Yes, it truly was remarkable. This was actually in the process of setting up the tunnel. All those bags laden with Swiss cheese, and
And here's what happens if you do a good cheese sculpture. This is the kind of love and admiration you will get. Play.
Yeah, and this was me very surprised, as that was actually my girlfriend who has been taken away from me by the person who sculpted the cheese tunnels in New York.
And there she is, just wistfully staring out. She's alone now, of course.
Yep, and this was me speed dating 3 ladies shortly after.
And this is what I ate in response to the amount of cheese I'd eaten. Too much savoury, you've got to go sweet. That's what they say.
Yes, and this gentleman needs no introduction, so I'm not going to give him one.
Yay! Well done. That was fun. Good stuff. Well done, blue team. Okay, so blue team, red team, come back. Chat. You get to decide again which team you think won that. So please start putting in the chat red or blue, red or blue. Red team played.
Changing styles and emotions.
Changing styles and emotions.
We did.
Oh my goodness. We've got another show to do at 10 o'clock. I feel like I'll have worn everything out by that point. And the blue team just did Pecha Kucha there. So which team do you think did a better job? Was it the blue team or the red team? So far, the blue has been screamed with a number of E's at the end. Red, blue, red, blue, red.
Oof.
Oh, it's blue, split, blue, just gone blue. Red, split again.
Louise.
Red, now it's over to the red.
Ah!
Oh, I mean, there's still a couple of people left to vote, but currently the reds are just winning. Let's see. Oh, another red. Oh, another red. That's definitely. I don't think we can come back from that. So red team get 5 points. So over to our scores. Let's see what that's done to the scores. I'm excited.
Score.
Where does scoreboard go? It's been different every
Blue.
time.
Red.
I
Kinda.
feel like this could have been done with me just saying it a lot quicker. Stretch is gone. Blue's here on 7. Red team are on 11.
Oh,
7-11.
So
Is that a shot?
that's taken us into the last. So what's that? 4 points in it. Only 4 points in it. So that's taken us into the last round. Red team, you won there though. Red team captain, what would you like to play for this walk forward to end?
We would love to play the Comedy Sports Classic 185.
185. Hope Ryan. Hope Ryan voted for red 7 times. Only one of those was counted.
Okay.
What do you say? 185.
Yes,
So what I
please.
need from everyone in the chat, I could do with some job titles, please. If you could start writing some job titles in there, and we're going to use those for this game. The way this game works, there's going to be 185 things walking into a bar. Bartender cannot possibly serve 185 of those things, and then there'll be a punchline. So, for example, 185 doctors walk into the bar. Bartender says, "I can't serve 185 doctors. I don't have the patience." That's the correct response. So we've got
Stretches.
I assume that's supposed to say train drivers, John, but it looks like Trian drivers. I don't know why I'm
Cheers,
mocking
Geordie.
people for mistakes. I shouldn't be mocking anyone for mistakes today. We've all made mistakes. Oh, great. These are fantastic. Good. We've got a nice list on its way. So I'll dip into there and we'll start, and I'll come back to this in a second. So we're going to go with Zookeeper to begin with. So Zookeeper, 185 Zookeepers. And we're going to get point for point on this when you make me laugh. Off you go.
185 zookeepers walk into a bar and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, I can't serve 185 zookeepers." And they go, "You're lying."
Hey. Is that it?
185 zookeepers walk into a bar and the barman says, "I can't serve you." And the 100 zookeepers say, "Why?" And the barman says, "You don't know?" And he says, "Oh no, hey, do you know Lee? Knows Lee? Do you know Lee?" But that's a safari park.
Yeah.
185 zookeepers all walk through the bar like this. And the barman says, "You're not supposed to put your hands through the bars."
Okay, right. We'll get a different one then, I think. While I'm getting another one, just to remind you that this is a free show, but if you want to donate to any of our self-employed performers, you can do that at www.comedysports.co.uk/virtual. We do a suggested donation of £5, but whatever you want, really. People are giving more, people are giving nothing. It's fine. We're enjoying doing this. It's keeping us sane. Hopefully it's keeping you sane as well. But it's there if you want to throw some cash our way. That would be awesome. Right. Security guard at Tesco is the next one. 185 security guards from Tesco. Over to you.
185 security guards from Tesco try and walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Oh, you can't have 185 security guards from Tesco in here at one time. You need to stand 2 meters apart and only come in, one out."
All right.
If you've been to a Tesco recently, you would have really understood that, Jane.
Yeah, it's true. Thank you, Vicky.
Okay, I didn't realize how recent a joke that was. Apologies.
We're with the zeitgeist.
185 Tesco security guards walk into a bar, and the barman says, "I can't serve you," and they say, "Why not?" And he says, "I've got more reasons than I can describe."
I feel like you'd get fired.
Hmm.
All right, let's get another one. Let's say, oh, these are so specific. Thin White Tune is obsessed with cheese. Flight attendant. So 185 flight attendants.
185 flight attendants come into a bar and the barman says, "I can't serve you." And they say, "What do you mean you can't serve us?" And he says, "I just can't serve you, but you can leave. And the exits are here, here, and here."
185 flight attendants walk into the bar and the barman says, "I can't serve you." And the flight attendants say, "You can, and you're not just going to give me half the can. I want all the can."
185. Go on, Daryl.
Oh, thanks. That's very courteous of you. 185 flight attendants walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we can't serve 185 flight attendants." The flight attendant's like, "Why not?" It's like, "Because last time you kept just asking every time at the bar, are these drinks complimentary?"
185 flight attendants walk into a bar and the barman says, "I can't serve you any soft drinks. This squirty thing's not working and it's not an easy jet."
All right, I'll get one more. Let's see. Oh, lots of piano interest. Let's have party clown. 185 party clowns. That'd be terrifying.
185 party clowns walk into the bar and the barman says, "I can't serve you. In fact, you can't even fit in here." And the clowns say, "Why not?" And they say, "Well, it's all right with your bodies, but with your feet."
185 party clowns walk into a bar and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we can't serve 185 party clowns." And they say, "Why not?" It says, "You're not going to all fit in here." They go, "Mate, didn't you see the car we just got out of?"
185 party clowns walk into a bar and the barman says, "I can't serve you." And they say, "Why not?" He says, "Look, I can only serve either a dog or a giraffe or a snake." It's a balloon animal reference.
If you've been to a balloon party recently, Ron, that was really
No. Any more?
185 party clowns walk into a bar and the barman says, "I can't serve you." And they say, "Why not?" And they say, "You quite clearly all had too much to drink. Look at the size of your big red noses."
Right, I think we'll leave that there. Okay, so our techie is doing some maths for us. Let's come back. So yes, thank you again for joining us. I'm sorry it's been crazy town. I mean, it saves to YouTube. That's going to be there forever unless I delete it, which is tempting. But thank you so much for joining us once again. I know there's a lot of people in the chat who I've seen before, and I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. Again, if you want to donate any money, that's fantastic. ComedySportz.co.uk/virtual. You can do that there. If not, and you've just enjoyed your time with us, that's also fine. If you're like, "That was great, I want to see that again, but with more Americans," then 10 o'clock, we're playing Portland. I think it's like 2 p.m. their time, 10 p.m. our time. All that information is on their Facebook page, and we'll also stick it on our Facebook page after this once we've got the link and all that. That's a slightly different setup. You'll be watching that through Zoom as opposed to through YouTube. So if you've got Zoom, which is what we're using, this platform that we're sending it out to YouTube on, then all you need to do is just register and they'll send you a link to get on that. And love to see you there as well if you want to see how they play these games across the pond. Anyway, let's go to our scores. Let's do a little drumming, fake drumming. Right, that's so there were 7 and 11 before. Let's see what's changed. It's looking like the sadness and the tick has gone. So let's go. What? Oh! It looks like it's going to be close. Or did we just subtract a lot of points? I don't know. Red are on 19.
We've definitely drawn.
Oh.
I know. How is that going to go? Blue are on 13. Red team, well red team.
Hey.
All right, well, thank you again for joining us, blue team. You can go and cry a little bit. So let's say goodbye to Vicky Mitchum
Bye.
and say goodbye to red team player Stephen Armstrong.
Here they are.
Bye. And losing team captain Daryl Fishwick.
Bye, everybody.
Farewell. And winning team captain Lucas Kirkby.
Goodbye.
And yes, that was me. I'm very sorry about everything you saw tonight. But again, if you want to see us at 10 o'clock, if not, next week we're not doing a show on Monday at lunchtime, but we are doing one on Wednesday, 12:30, and Friday at 12:30, and then Saturday again at 7. So come and see us again. We'd love it. It's been really good fun. See you soon. Bye.